Hello there, Rosie here with a little update for anybody who's ever been pregnant or had a baby. Now, you may not know this, but our bodies go through tremendous change, whether we go to full term, whether we give birth by cesarean, whether we give birth vaginally, whatever actually happens, our spine, our rib cage and our pelvis are affected by pregnancy. And so are all the muscles and the joints because of the pregnancy hormone relaxin. Now, the reason I mention all this is most women do not understand that it is essential that they close their bodies properly and realign them after they've given birth. And consequently, what happens is we have one baby, we think we're okay, and then we get pregnant again and we have another baby when our bodies have not actually realigned properly and closed properly. And so we're likely to have more pregnancy aches and pains the second time, the third time, the fourth time. And also what is essential to know is that this affects your menopause too. So hip replacements, knee replacements, pelvic floor surgery, womb surgery, surgery with the feet, anything to do with the lower body and the impact of the extra weight and the misalignment can all be minimised and avoided by properly closing your body. Now, InJoy Yoga offers 2 workshops. We offer a postnatal realignment workshop, which does just that. It closes your body after birth. And it is suitable to do from basically the first few days after you've given birth all the way through to your menopause, essentially. It's helpful to do it as soon as you can, certainly within the first 3 months or 6 months if possible. And the reason this is important is even if you never breastfeed, it takes 6 months from when you've given birth for the pregnancy and the postnatal hormones, the relaxin that becomes prolactin, to leave your body fully. And so once it has, the body has hardened up somewhat, and so it's a little bit harder to work with, but that just means that you do it a little bit more regularly in order to get the alignment, and you'll know when you feel your core strengthen again, because this is from the inside out. Your core is your pelvic floor, the deepest layer of your back muscles, and also the deepest layers of your stomach muscles. So ideally you do it in the first couple of months, but you can do it all the way through to your child being a toddler. I have women who bring their mothers along with them who are going through the menopause or a perimenopausal, and therefore their bodies are softening up again and they're feeling all of the aches and pains that they had in their pregnancies. So that's one option, is to try and come along to our postnatal realignment workshop. If you are based in the Croydon area or in the Brighton area, then this is something that is available to you because I'm in both those areas and I can run it for you. If you're not in either of those areas, then you can make the use of the Rozy and Kate postnatal DVD. And on the DVD, I don't know if you can actually see this, the top practice that we offer is the 5 steps for postnatal recovery. It's just 20 minutes on here. I run it as a 3-hour workshop, but this really consolidates what you do in the workshop. And if you can go through the practice 3 or 4 times, you'll be amazed by how you feel. The other workshop that we run is a feelings after birth workshop, and this is to help you and your baby and your partner to heal emotionally from the impact of giving birth. It doesn't actually matter how the birth went. What matters is how you perceive it. And even in the most sort of gentle, conscious birth, it's a fully intense experience for the mother, the baby, and whoever else is there participating. If it didn't go to plan and you in any way perceive it as traumatic or something that makes you feel emotional or you'd rather forget or you don't want to talk about, then you can be sure that on some level you're experiencing some trauma in your cellular memory. And if you're experiencing trauma in your cellular memory, so is your baby. And if your partner was there with you, so are they. We all handle things differently. Men tend to handle their trauma with physical problems, physical aches and pains. Babies tend to be very clingy, unconsolable. I don't like to say needy baby, but high need babies. And mums, well, you know what it's like to feel empty, to feel as though this was supposed to be wonderful and amazing, and actually you feel really dreadful inside and you don't know what to do with those feelings. A lot of postnatal depression is linked to birth trauma, and it's to do with the hormones, it's also to do with our memory of the birth, and it's to do with not having healed properly emotionally, physically and psychologically from the birth. So that's why the Feelings After Birth workshop is a separate workshop, and I invite anybody in the Croydon or Brighton area to make the most of both of these options. You can also, if you don't live in those areas, you can do both those workshops with me online. It's much easier to do the Feelings After Birth workshop, but we can also work through the Postnatal Realignment one if you've got someone there to support you and I can guide you through. So I hope you find this useful. For all InJoy mamas, please, please take this seriously. It is vital that if you've given birth or you've ever been pregnant, that you come along and you do your postnatal realignment. You will feel so much better and you'll notice a difference in your emotional state and also in your baby's behaviour, sleep patterns, digestive patterns. It affects you both. So it's really helpful. Do book on. We run them every couple of months and they're really popular. So, you know, do come along, make the most of them and buy the DVD as well if you can. You can buy it as a download only version from www.rozy, R-O-Z-Y, and Kate.com. I'll leave it there. Thank you. Namaste.